This is ABTV, Animal Bites Television. For animal lovers, by animal lovers.
Hey, Brian from SnakeBytes here. Peter Birch from Critic Cam's in town from Australia, and we're about to show him some big snakes and some alligators, and just how we do it here in America. You're watching SnakeBytes. Pete, what's going on, bro?
Brian, how are you, man?
Good, man. Good to have you here, dude.
Thanks for having me, man.
I know, it's awesome you came all this way. I tell you, I know you do a ton of stuff in Australia. You work with scrubbies and all the big pythons, small pythons, the lapids. I want to give you an experience today that is basically something you're only going to get out of Australia, and that's the big snakes. What do you think?
What do you got in mind? What are we out for?
All right, so first off, we have to clean a handful of cages. Later on, we're gonna feed some stuff so you can feel the power of these guys. But first off, we just gotta get some of these animals out, clean them up, make them look pretty good. We're gonna start with my biggest snake right down here, a tiger. She sometimes has a little bit of an attitude, so why don't you grab a side over here. We'll open her up first. The big snake.
Oh
so,
yeah, look at that.
I really only have one question for you.
Yeah?
You want the head or the tail?
Whoa. Is there really a choice? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'll give you the choice. I mean, one end is sharp and the other end is wet.
Well, I don't like getting wet.
All right, so you're going for the head. I tell you what, I'm going to give you a cheat stick right now.
Oh, yeah?
If you want to do this. Now the deal with these guys are retics are really kind of runners, okay? When you take them out, she's going to want to run. She's a little bit unpredictable. Typically, she doesn't bite, but every now and then she'll give you a little love tap.
Oh, okay.
Just be careful. But unfortunately, when it comes to retics, you just got to go for it. And so what we're doing, we're going to yank her out here. We're going to put her in this holding cage. We're going to clean her cage up a little bit. And she's probably a good 18, 19 foot, so it's a lot of snake. And trust me, she's going to move.
That's a big snake.
That's a big snake. That's a big snake. So all right, man, go for it, man. Let's see what your
cheat stick, eh? Cheat stick.
Cheat stick.
Let's see what your attitude's like.
She seems to be behaving pretty well. Oh, careful.
Yeah, well, hang on a minute.
Yeah, she's decided to not be as happy all of a sudden. Once you get her out, I'll be in the back.
Got the sharp end, yeah?
Got the sharp end, I got this in.
You're not wrong. This thing is
it's a lot of snake right there.
Yeah, it's like a loaded gun.
Yeah, and unless she starts coming up. Now, the hard part is getting this guy in is that
it explodes.
Yep. Woo! Don't let her underneath, that's all I can say.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Once she's going, just gotta get her. Now, the trick is to keep, whoop.
Get that other end back in there.
Okay, watch out. Watch yourself. Man. It's a lot of snake right there, kid.
Is this a trick?
Yeah, we're professionals. All right. Now the idea is if you can get her in without her coming back out and not biting you, that's usually a good thing. She's acting really nice.
It's a bonus.
I tell you what, guys, that went pretty well. Not even one love nip.
That's crazy.
And I tell you, she was acting fine, honest to God. She has her days where occasionally you get her out, and especially when she starts coming up at your face, it's a little scary because there's nothing you can really do, but today she was acting pretty good, so we're in good shape. Hopefully getting her back in can sometimes be a challenge too. So let's just do a paper change here, and it actually looks pretty clean, but again, we're gonna feed her a little bit later.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing about dealing with these guys is, although there's an adrenaline rush and all that stuff, you have to, and I don't have to tell you, you have to respect those animals.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, these guys have the ability to put a thrashing on you. And just like you when you're dealing with your lapids and stuff, I mean, you can be a cowboy, but the fact is, you gotta be smart.
Yes,
you know?
definitely. I mean,
you gotta respect the animal.
Healthy respect, and I mean, that thing is just a monster. I mean, the size of its head. Coming back at you, like you say, that certainly puts the fear of God back in you.
And you're just
comes back up and you're just like, what?
And that's what I told you. You just got to go for it. I mean, there's no like second guess. If you're worried about it, you're going to get bit.
It's too late, yeah. So we're going back in.
She's going back in, yeah. And this sometimes can be a chore because now she knows the routine.
Oh, yeah.
And she knows what's going on. And even just getting her out of this cage sometimes can be a little bit of a trick. Usually I'll let her kind of roll a little bit and then take her. Yep, exactly.
Come on, girl.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Now she's going to always go up. See, that's the thing with retics, is that they're kind of climbers, and they don't want to go back down in their cage, see? See right there?
Oh yeah.
She doesn't want to go down, and we got to get her down. And again, it's a little scary because she can come back so quickly. But again, she's acting super tame today, so. And again, retics sometimes.
Whoa.
Woo,
Where you going, girl?
I always say retics sometimes have moods, but this girl seems to be really docile today. So we can just easily keep her head going down there. Oh man, what a beautiful snake, huh?
That is spectacular. I mean, that's respect right there. Look at the monster. Hey, girl.
Well, now she's like, now you watch out, because now she's like.
She's like, I think I've had enough of this.
Yeah, see how that S is just starting to build?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, this is when you shut the cage and you walk away. Right here. There's one other snake that I'm sure you know of. Other big snake, her name is Satan.
Oh yes.
You've seen me have my run-ins with her. I want you to see what it's like to be on the end. You ready for it?
Let's do this.
All right.
The scrub python is Australia's largest snake. What was the largest scrub python ever recorded? A, 18 foot, B, 20 foot, or C, 22 feet? Go ahead and answer down below in the comments and check back later in the show to see if you have the right answer. For this week's Reptile Report Spotlight, we'll be highlighting Morelia Python's forum. Go ahead and check out the URL down below or click on the link in the description.
Hey guys, we're teaming up with Audible.com again to bring you a really cool promotion. I've told you before, I love listening to audiobooks just to pass the time when I'm doing all my work. It's just really cool to learn things and every now and then get myself a little freaked out. Now last time, I gave you the opportunity to get a free copy of The Third Chimpanzee, which was a really cool book. I'm going in a completely different direction this time. We're gonna go with the alien abduction files. I just love UFO stuff, and so does my girl Sunshine here, so I think you'll really like it. All you have to do is go to audible.com/abtv, and you can get a 30-day free trial membership and a copy of the alien abduction files. Go ahead and show Audible some love for supporting this show. I'm back to my freaky book. Yeah, so basically Satan is pretty predictable, but it's still pretty awesome to be on this side of a strike, and I want you to really experience it. So just keep enough distance to where you know what's going on. But I know you read snakes well, so let's just give it a go. The worst that happens is you go home with a little souvenir.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, now she sees you. Now she sees you.
Whoa.
Hello,
Hi.
Mama.
Hey, baby. Yeah, well, she's a little bit feisty.
She just wants to come out and give you a little kiss.
Hey, sweetheart.
Come on, girl. Come on, girl.
So I guess this one's a fun event.
This is really good. Fortunately, we just cleaned Satan, so I don't think we have to take her out unless you just want to.
Well, why not? We're here.
We'll give her a little walkabout?
We'll give her a play.
Okay, so basically what you have going on here, see how she's turning back toward
Oh,
me.
yeah.
She's ready for round two.
Yep.
She's starting to see me a little bit too, which is not a good thing. But we'll just kind of tap her over here, get her a little more focused on you.
Yeah, yeah.
And basically what normally we do with this girl is because she's so predictable, usually we can get her to strike again. Let's see where she goes. Come on, girl. Yeah, there we go. And then once she strikes again, she's pretty much tuckered out.
Yeah.
So here, you take the business side. All right, we'll give her a little walk. Whoop, whoop. She's looking at me.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey now, girl.
You keep pointing it back at me. That doesn't seem right.
So as you can see, once you got her out, she's a little more predictable.
Yeah.
And she's not as bad. But what you don't ever want to do with this girl is get her on the ground. Because once she's on the ground, it's crazy. But as you can see, she's not that bad once you have her up. Of course, I say this now as she's probably gonna get me right in the old jewels. So there she is. There's my girl, Satan. See, guys, she can be tamed, the beast. She's pretty awesome, though, huh?
Oh, man.
But the more she's out, the more comfortable she's going to get, and the more chance we're going to get bit.
Look at her. She's
so I
getting
would say
slippery
right now, we might want to start working our way back. Uh-oh, we're going to get close here. All right, back to the cage. Be careful a little bit. There you go. And there we go.
Here we go, baby.
Not bad, huh?
Oh. Now that's pretty exhilarating.
There's just something about being that close to a big bite like this girl. Whew, that's my girl. Look at her. And the funny thing is with this girl is that I've had her since she was a hatchling. And even though she's very predictable and sometimes she's cooperative, she's always got that mentality. So you can see how we take her out like this and she's actually not too bad. But yet I'm telling you, if we come back in 20 minutes, she's gonna go the same way and she's gonna be striking at us and doing the whole thing. So she's quite a beast, huh?
Very squirrely.
Well, you wanna move on to a snake that is a little bit bigger, but yet pretty docile and we can actually play with a little bit, huh?
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So this one's a little more enjoyable, but to be honest with you, she's still kind of a runner. She's a reticulated python, but she's actually really docile. You don't have to worry about this animal ever biting you, or I shouldn't say ever, because of course big snakes, you always have to give them the respect. But as you can see, this is a completely different disposition than Satan or that first snake that we had. And we could just literally take her down and set her on the floor a little bit. Now this is a lavender albino reticulated python, and just take a look at that head, huh? I mean, is that thing gorgeous?
Look at the color, it just pops.
I know, and she's a relatively slender animal. Now, reticulated pythons oftentimes are more slendered animals until they get a little older, and then they start really putting on the weight. Now, she's actually plenty big to breed, but it's not like she's a monster. But she's at least 18 or 19 foot long, so she's a very long snake. And could you imagine being out in the bush in Southeast Asia and coming across, of course, not a lavender albino, but a reticulated python that's the size of this girl or that first girl we pulled out?
It's a dream. It's one of those dreams. You want to find them. You want to see them in their natural environment. Back home, we do have large snakes, and because of their temperament, sometimes people overlook them and sort of pass them on because they can be that sort of little bit temperamental. But man, they're stunning animals.
Well, I tell you what. This animal is amazing, but I have another reticulated python. It's a tiger reticulated python. Her name is Bitch.
Oh, okay.
And her name is Bitch because you can imagine. She's one of the hardest snakes that I have here to work with. Honest to God, she's the one animal that we always just hate to have to deal with. And unfortunately, her cage is a wreck because she hasn't been cleaned in a week.
Righto.
We have no choice. What do you think? You ready to tackle her?
Hey, Satan, let's go. Let's do it.
This is Satan with a lot more energy.
Oh, so, all right.
All right, so this is it, man. So
this is the one.
She's not that big. Just grab a side, but she is got a lot of attitude. I'm talking as wicked of an attitude as you're gonna find. Right. She is ready to go. So there's no real good way to do this, to be totally honest with you. She will 100% of the time she's gonna bite. 100% of the time. Right. So the only thing you can hope for is to not be on the receiving end of that bite. Ooh. Come girl. Okay. Come girl. Here, I got this side. Whoop, watch yourself.
How did you
when
get
she comes around, she's gonna be mad. All right, we're good. Look at that. This is easy peasy.
I thought you said this one was a bad one.
She's in a bad spot right now.
You're gonna lose your jewels.
Okay. She's actually really good today. She came out a little bit tight, but look at that. I think this is the most I've ever handled her where she hasn't tried to bite me. But she is absolutely gonna come around in a second. I tell you what, guys, must be your Australian charm.
It's my good vibes.
Let's go ahead and turn that top around so she can't get out.
Might be a good thing, right?
You see her open her mouth?
Oh yeah.
She's just like, all right. She will absolutely, right now, she's poised to where she is not messing around. Okay, you're all right.
Grab that leg.
Hang on, I got this.
You got it?
I got it. Yeah, you get that, and I'll get this.
I got the bite in.
All right, we're ready to go. Woohoo! All right. That's the first part down. There's still one whole another step to go because, trust me, she is
what a mess.
She's a little crazy animal, but I'm going to laugh because my crew always says that there's no way you can handle her without getting bit. I think we did a pretty good job. All right, so round two. Let's see how she goes. Oh, yep, she's ready.
Ooh.
I don't even know how to go about getting her right now. You're going to have to go on that end because anywhere I go over here, I'm getting bit.
Flip the sharp end up.
Yep, there we go. There we go.
Hey.
Again, she's not a real big animal, but you can set her down for a second. You can kind of see when she's around. She's not too bad. You just have to be careful. respect her a lot, you know what I mean? Because the thing that's tricky about chicks like that, you see, they'll trick you, and they'll kind of just come back on you if you're not careful. Look at that girl. What a beauty, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's gonna see my leg.
I think she likes the Americano.
But again, you know, they're a little tricky because a berm will S up and actually display. These guys will just come out of nowhere. They're just acting normal. They'll just come out and give you a little kiss, wham, like that. But she's actually cooperating pretty well. We're gonna have to give her a soak in a little bit because she's got a little bit of stuck shed. Whew. There you go, girl. Oh, come on, girl. Come on. There it is. All right, I tell you what, brother. Good work, man. That was good stuff. So, dude, good job on this. We're gonna come back later and feed these guys, let them settle down a little bit. You're gonna feel some power. But speaking of feeding time, it's alligator feeding time.
Awesome.
So alligators are kind of the puppy dog of the crocodile world, right?
Oh yeah.
So tell me a little bit about working with, you know, Porosus, you know, I mean, the big salties. I mean, it's a totally different beast, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, we were lucky enough to go to a croc farm and see the Porosus really in action. And it's only then when you truly, you know, admire the strength and the power of these animals. But they're really an ambush predator, not like alligators.
No, these guys are more scared of people or whatever. They'll run away rather than come at you. Look at this little guy. He's getting a little shower right now. But, you know, these guys, you know, are, again, you know, we've got a bucket of food. These guys are pretty smart. They know that it's time to eat typically. And just like with most crocodilians, I have kind of targets that I do. Typically what I'll do is I'll just kind of bang on the side. They know that it's time to eat.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, we have J. Paul over here right now coming over. You can see he's ready to go. And I want you to feed these guys.
Okay.
Come on, J. Paul. There you go. There you go. So basically it's pretty good. I mean, they're really good. You know, feel free. Come on, guys. Come on. Dinner time. Not J. Paul. Oh, I almost got my finger there. Come on. Come on. You guys stop it. All right, so we got Mitchie on this side. We got J. Paul on this side. There's Mitchie. There you go, Mitchie. There you go. All right. Oh, look at these guys.
I need to be a little bit braver.
Come on. Come on.
There we go.
All right, then we got RJ coming over.
Hey, buddy.
There you go. Come on, RJ. You can do it. Good job, guys. These guys are amazing. I tell you, I spend so much time just kind of playing with these guys. It's probably one of my favorite times of the day is just to come over here, kind of interact with them. Because as you know, I mean, you know, alligators and crocodiles as a whole are very, very intelligent animals, and they really get to know routines. Come on, get over here. Come on, RJ. Come on, RJ. Right here, right here. RJ.
I mean, if
there
this was Porosus,
your hand would be gone.
I think our faces would be gone. Yeah, those things just explode.
That's the thing that's so amazing is that these guys are little puppy dogs. I mean, you know, again, if these were salties, they'd be over this and out. We'd be running away right now, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's kind of cool to have a crocodilian, you know, native here that is you don't have to worry about going near the water for, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So tell me a little bit about crocs. I mean, the story is, I mean, we've been to Darwin together, obviously, and when you get into those areas, you know, northern Queensland, the top end, you know, you literally don't go near the water, right?
No, I wouldn't recommend going near the water at all in any of those places. I mean, as we know, Porosus, you know, they like to eat humans. And I mean, we are part of the diet, and I guess most humans don't like to accept the fact that, you know, we are the top of the pyramid when it comes to
apex predator.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, for an example, some of these croc farms, you know, they've got a pond about this big, and you know, it's all murky. And the fact that, you know, there's a 4.5 metre saltwater croc laying in ambush waiting inside the water, you know, that just absolutely shows you that these things are built specifically for one thing, you know, grabbing large items and pulling them in, killing them and eating them, regardless of what it is.
Well, like I said, I've become a complete nut when it comes to crocodilians, and these are just such awesome pets. And again, great ambassadors. You know, RJ gets to come out with me, and kids get to pet them and get up and close to them, and I tell you, I can't get enough of these guys. So obviously, Pete, this is my girl Sunshine. It's a little bit of a departure from having to worry about big snakes. I mean, this is a girl I take out all the time to show off to the kids, and as you can see, it's just one of the most placid animals you can ever imagine, and I absolutely love her to death. So tell me a little bit about like what started your passion for reptiles. I mean, was it like me as a kid? I mean, when did you start?
I guess the window that you always remember is the first time you see them. And I mean, I guess I was very young. I remember playing in a sand pit and finding a blue tongue in a sand pit. And I mean, for that memory, it would have to be at least around 4 or 5 years of age, you know. Probably the second time was being about 8 years of age on my grandfather's farm in rural New South Wales, finding a red-bellied black snake sitting in the field. Yeah. And I mean, what really caught my eye was the fact that the thing sort of reared up and it was sort of had its head up. It was almost like a periscope, looking around, surveying the area, trying to basically find out what's going on, because the paddock had just been ploughed up and obviously it was all, you know, all over the place, a bit of a shambles. And this animal just sat there, and to watch that animal sort of lift its body up and to survey the area, I mean, that really caught my eye. And from there, it just sort of, I guess, exploded.
So when did the next step happen? You're fascinated with reptiles, you've had experiences in the wild, now you decide to start keeping reptiles. Tell me about that.
Yep, well I guess it was in the later 90s, so it was when I was a lot older, obviously, when I started hitting my teenage years, and that's where I started keeping things. Not only just keeping them in glass cages for the fun of it, or, you know, for the hero part of it, but to actually sort of start to study and learn more about these animals. And then, you know, you start getting one animal, 2 animals, before you realise that 100, 200, and sort of snowballs and gets a little bit more out of control. But along the way, you also start to, you know, take a real fascination and a real understanding about a particular species. You know, and as you said, you know, Antaresia, one of the smallest python species in the world, really caught my eye. And man, I love those things. But like you say, you know, I do keep larger snakes too, but nothing like these big, beautiful creatures.
So it's bunny feeding time. What do you think about that?
This is going to be exciting.
Now, the power of these animals are amazing, and you know, as a responsible keeper, I'd want you to feed with tongs.
Okay.
But that'll take away the experience of that power, and you're here for an experience. So we're just going to go ahead, grab it by the hand, sit back, pucker up a little bit, close your eyes sometimes helps.
Okay.
But just give it a go. You ready?
Shoot off a couple of prayers.
Whatever you got to do, you ready? I tell you what, I'll help you open the cage,
okay.
and then I'm stepping back because I've been bit too many times this way.
All right, okay.
All right.
It's always very reassuring to hear that, you know. Okay.
Have fun.
Hey, bunny. Hey.
Keep going. Now she knows. Now she's got it.
Oh,
It's a little power play there, huh?
man, that thing is... I'd hate to be on that end. That's insane.
I mean, and you know, the one thing you could do here, just feel the tightness of that coil. You know what I mean? They're just like, it's like, she's gonna squeeze. There's no way you ever get that rabbit away from her whatsoever. Now, Satan is basically the same as always. She's gonna, you know, bluff at first. She's gonna do a little bit of striking, and then when she realizes that you're actually feeding her, she's gonna realize that it's time to eat. So you know, just go ahead, grab a rabbit. And as soon as she smells it and goes, oh, this isn't, I don't have to bite it, this is actually food. You know, she's a little bit of a chore to feed.
Hey, baby.
There you go. There you go. No, there. Oh, and there she is. Now, this is the part I didn't tell you about.
Getting her back in?
Yeah, because basically what happens is because she's in such a short cage and that's where she feels comfortable, you have to sometimes just kind of wait for her to calm down and then you can push her back.
Oh.
Now, it's very important to make sure you always kind of keep an eye on it while you're feeding other animals because it's pretty easy for her to get done and then come right out after you. So.
Oh, okay.
But, let's see if we can get her maneuvered a little bit, but a lot of times there's nothing you can do but just wait her out.
Oh yeah, she's tying up into a ball.
So, yep. Oh. Yep. Just leave her be. She's good. So Pete, this was an awesome day, man. I got a chance to share some time with you with my passions, the big snakes, the alligators. I can't wait to get back down to you, and you always take care of me every time I'm there. So what do you have in store for me?
Man, I tell you what, this time I think we should play with a few more leopards.
Oh, I love the leopards.
And probably get a little bit more hands-on with some of our bigger pythons as well.
That's awesome. And hey guys, Pete's over here. He's going to shoot a bunch of really cool shows. So make sure to tune into Critic Camp each week over on AnimalBytesTV.
What was the largest scrub python ever recorded? If you said C, 22 feet, you're 100% correct. Good job.
So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It's such an awesome time to have friends from other countries and showing them how we keep our animals here in America. And as always, I was Facebooking and tweeting my way through it. So make sure to follow me over at SnakeBytesTV, and you can follow Pete at Criticam. Until next week, you've been watching Snake Bites.
Hi, I'm Peter Birch, an Aussie bloke who loves wildlife. My respect for nature started when I was a young boy in rural New South Wales. Since then, it's exploded into an obsession. New episodes only on AnimalBytesTV.